Ever wondered what happens when the world's most evil organisation accidentally hires the wrong guy? Meet Bob, agent of Hydra. He's not here to conquer the world, he's just trying not to get fired or blown up. Stick around, because this is the hilarious tale of how one man went from lunchroom complaints to accidentally flying jets for Deadpool. Bob is a recurring character in Marvel Comics and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's a hilarious figure in the Hydra organization, the notorious terrorist group. While Hydra is known for being a ruthless Nazi-affiliated group focused on world domination, Bob stands out as cowardly and incompetent and is more interested in surviving than carrying out Hydra's evil plans. Bob's real name is Bob Dobalina, which is a reference to the song Mr. Dobalina by the hip-hop group Tha Funkee Homosapien.
Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. Who? Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina. Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina.
He first appeared in Cable and Deadpool issue 38, 2006, created by Fabian Nziza and artist Riley Brown. In the comics, Bob often serves as an unwitting sidekick to Deadpool. Due to his bumbling nature, he provides comic relief, especially in contrast to the dark and dangerous world of Hydra. The first time we hear about Bob is when our mini mercenary Deadpool and his tech sidekick Weasel are chilling outside a Hydra base in Pakistan, hunting for Agent X. Weasel's busy hacking into Hydra systems when he stumbles upon a hidden gem. Bob's blog. Yes, Bob, agent of Hydra, has been venting his frustrations online, mainly about the cafeteria food, and also the total letdown of finding out Hydra doesn't have the dental plan he was promised. Deadpool of course points out that if Bob wanted great health coverage, he should have signed up with AIM. Those nerds have full benefits. We finally see Bob for the first time when Deadpool's in the middle of wreaking havoc on another Hydra minion. Bob is running towards an interior breach when he looks back to see what chaos Deadpool's cooking up, only to trip over himself. Classic Bob. Deadpool, being Deadpool, doesn't miss the opportunity to make Bob's day even worse by torturing him with a security card. Why? Because Bob knows where Agent X is, and also Deadpool's just having a good time messing with Bob. Next thing you know, Deadpool is riding Bob's head like a carnival pony, ordering him to shoot fellow Hydra agents. Bob, still reeling from humiliation and fear, does it. They grab Agent X and Bob, the ever-reluctant hero, hops in a flatbed truck and drives them all to the hangar bay. Now here's where things get really fun. Deadpool asks Bob if he can fly a jet plane. And Bob replies, "My cousin, Herm, he's the one who got me into Hydra. Well, before he got arrested after that big fight with the Avengers in Manhattan. And, well, anyway, before he was sent out as cannon fodder, he used to clean all the aircraft latrines. He let me sneak into one of the cockpits one time, and it was totally cool." And Deadpool says, "Good enough for me, Bob. You can pilot us out of here, or at least give it a good try." But hey, spoiler alert, since we see all three of them alive in Cable and Deadpool 39, it's safe to say that Bob did fly that jet by just checking out a cockpit a few years earlier. I mean, whatever works, right? Superpowers. Incompetence. Bob is not a skilled agent. In fact, he finds himself captured or in trouble due to his lack of incompetence. Reluctance. He joined Hydra primarily due to peer pressure from his wife and isn't truly dedicated to the organization's ideology. Loyalty to Deadpool. Despite his fear and general cowardice, Bob becomes somewhat loyal to Deadpool, even though he often tries to escape danger. While Bob is mainly prominent in the comics, there was a subtle reference to him in the movie Deadpool 2016, where Deadpool runs into a Hydra operative named Bob during a fight.
Bob?
Wait.
Oh my god, I haven't seen you since
Jacksonville.
TGI Fridays. Well, what the hell? God, come here, you.
How are the kids? Good?
And Gail, she's still fixing that tuna casserole?
So good.
Oh, but bad for the waistline if you know.
Although in the film, Bob is married to a Gail and has kids, in the comic, Bob is married to Allison, who he fears probably more than he fears Deadpool. Speaking of Allison, Bob didn't exactly choose to join Hydra. It was more of a strong suggestion. As she kindly pointed out, he was useless and couldn't hold down a steady job. Desperate to prove he could hold down a steady job, and lured by promises of a regular paycheck and a dental plan, Bob signed up. Unfortunately, it wasn't long before he realised Hydra's dental plan wasn't as good as Ames, and the food sucked. So there we have it. Bob from Hydra is a hilarious character known for his incompetence and connection to Deadpool. He provides a contrast to the serious tone of Hydra's villainous activities in the Marvel Universe, and is up there with my other favourite superheroes, Fat Man and Captain Carrot and his zoo crew. If you enjoyed this ridiculous journey through Bob's wild, not-so-epic adventures, then please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment about any other obscure, overlooked and downright weird comic book characters you want me to cover next. Seriously, I'm always on the hunt out for more characters who are just as confused about their life as Bob is, and as I am. Check you out in the next one.
Mr. Dobalina, Mr. Bob Dobalina.